stars and fun learners. Welcome to Storytime with Aunty Shine-Shine. My name is Oluwaseun Odukoya. You all know me as Aunty Shine-Shine, the storyteller. Yes, because I always have an exciting story for you. Like I say, Storytime is fun learning time. So we tell a story, we have fun, and we learn. Now, guess what? Today's story is from North Central Nigeria, from among the Idoma-speaking people of Benue State, North Central Nigeria. And it tells us how the hare grew its long ears. Isn't that interesting? You know the animal called the hare? It's just like a rabbit. In fact, the hare and the rabbit belong to the same animal family. So today's story explains to us how the hare grew its long ears. Are you ready? Let's go. Once upon a time in the animal kingdom, at that time in the animal kingdom, our story tells us that the animals had human attributes. They could talk, they could walk, they had farms, they could go to the market, Wouldn't that be interesting? So anyway, we are told that at this juncture in the story, the animals had problems with their farming. So they all came together and had a meeting. And at the meeting, they decided that they would assign days to different animals, and all the animals would gather at that animal's farm on that day and help him to farm, so that he would have hopefully have a greater harvest at the end of the day. One person's work cannot be as much as 10-20 people's work. You understand? That was the logic. So of course this meant extra work for the animals, and there was one animal that was not interested in doing any extra hard work. It was the hare. So once all the animals had gathered and called themselves together that it was time to go on the first day, the hare came out shivering. I'm cold, I'm not feeling well. And all the animals said, oh, sorry. And they said you should go and have bed rest, and they would all go to the farm. This happened day after day. The hare would come pretending that he was not feeling well. Meanwhile, at the village square under a very big tree, there was this big pot, and the animals had prepared a special local delicacy known as gruel. So this gruel was there so that when they are returning from the farm after a long, hard day's work, when they're tired, they could go to the pot and fetch some refreshing gruel and be refreshed before they could now go home and get their dinner. So this gruel was kept in a clay pot. Now clay pots are known to help keep the contents really, really cool, almost like as if you kept the contents in a refrigerator. But guess what? Every day when the other animals had gone to the farm, the hare would sneak out, go to the pot, open it, and he would finish the whole content and go back to lie down and pretend that he was feeling ill. The next day he would do the same thing. Once the animals had gone, he would come out, look to the right, look to the left, sneak to the pot, and finish its contents. Is that a good thing? And the other animals would return from the farm tired, expecting to get some refreshment, and the pot would be empty. They would be angry because they would still come back and meet the hare on his sickbed. So they did not know who was responsible for this atrocity in their midst. So they told an old man who told them, don't worry. And on this fateful day, all the animals gathered and went again to the farm, and the hare came out as usual. And he covered the pot, and as he was about to take a step away, guess what? The pot started moving. And not only was the pot moving, the pot also started singing. To the right, the hare would go, the pot will follow. To the left, the hare would go, and the pot would follow. Should I tell you what song it was singing? Are you ready to sing with me? Let's go. The pot was singing, yeah, ja tete, hi kalungwaiche, a tete, hi kalungwa, yeah, ja tete, hi kalungwaiche, a tete, hi kalungwaiche, ogolohi, hi kayogwela, ogoloye, hi kayogwela. And all the pot was saying was, come back here, you hare, come back here, you hare. Come and drink me, Sweet gruel, refreshing gruel, delicious gruel. Come back here and drink me. And the pot kept on singing. The hare would go to the right, the pot would follow. The hare would go to the left, the pot would follow. Forward, the pot would follow. Backward, the hare would follow. And the pot would follow, and they started going around in circles all around the village, to the village square, to everywhere. They started going on. Yeah, jatete, hi kalungwaiche, atete, hi kalungwaiche, ogolohi, hi kayogwela, ogolonya, hi kayogwe. Yeah, jatete, hi kalungwaiche, atete, hi kalungwaiche, ogolohi, hi kayogwela, ogolonya, hi kayogwela. This was how they sang and ran and sang and ran from morning till evening, when it was time for the animals to return from the farm. And of course, return they did, and they saw the the circle dance that was going on between the pot and the hare. Yeah, jatete, hai kalungwache, atete, hai kalungwache, ogolohi, hai kayogwela, ogoloya, hai kayogwela. They said, eh, so Mr. Hare, it is you who has been drinking our gruel and finishing our refreshment. You have been caught today. You have been caught today. They grabbed him and took him all the way to the king's palace. And the king said, Mr. Hare, why would you do this? By this time, the hare was tired from running around with the pot all day. And he was so sorry. He was very, very apologetic. He said, I'm sorry. He was apologizing. He was so weak from running around all day, and he had realized the folly and how wrong what he did was. So he apologized and he apologized. And then the king said to the other animals, you have all heard him. So what do you think we should do to him? The animals said, okay, since he had apologized, they would forgive him. But they all resolved that each and every animal would come to the hare and pull his ears in warning that he should not repeat his naughty actions. And this was what they did. One after the other, they would come and pull the ears of the hare. Don't do that again. Don't repeat that. Don't do that again. Don't repeat that. Can you imagine all the animals? The lion, the tiger, the elephants, the cockerel, the snake, the bird, every one of them, the dog, the cow, the horse, the giraffe, they would come one after the other. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Don't repeat that next time. And by the time they were done, as each one was pulling, the ears of the hare were growing longer and longer and longer. And by the time they were done, the hare had grown long ears. And this was how the hare's ears, that's a rhyme, you know, the hare's ears came to be as long as we know them to be today. So children, I hope we learned a few lessons from that. Do not lie, do not cheat, do not be lazy, don't be naughty at all in any way and at any time. I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you for listening. Till I come your way next time with another exciting story. Keep shining.
The hare features in many African stories, just like an Aunty Shine-Shine story today. Did you know that there are many species of the hare? Let's explore some. Storytime with Aunty Shine-Shine. Fun learning time!